Greetings, Grand Lakers. I'm Rusty Fleming, and I'm the publisher of Grand Lake News Online, and I would like to be the first to welcome you to the 75th rendition of the Memorial Holiday Weekend on Grand Lake. It's really hard to fathom that in 1940, March that is, that the last log in the last gate would be dropped into place, which would create the collection of water behind the Pensacola Dam to create the waters we know today as Grand Lake of the Cherokees. In my column this week, I try to go back and take a look at 1940, what it might have been like here at that time, and the hardships that the world was enduring, just coming out of a depression, a war lurking on the horizon, and how this thing all came to be, and we hope you enjoy that. The backbone of our publication each week, we hope, is going to be the informational items that are included in the publication that you can read and get some enjoyment out of. This week we have several features that we think will really get your attention. The first one starts with our governor, Mary Fallin. In an article that was authored by Mary Pryor, the governor's love for Grand Lake and how much time she has spent up here and how that all correlates and interacts with politics and the merging of families is covered in the article, and we think you'll find that of great interest. We also feature a very talented local photographer, Dave Wagond. Dave is really mostly known as a realtor, and he and his wife Debbie have a very successful real estate operation on Monkey Island. But a few years ago, when they'd had a really good year, Dave was looking for a write-off, and he thought, well, a camera sounded like a cinch. But he got the bug, he caught the passion, and he's become one of the outstanding photographers around the lake, capturing wildlife, both two-legged, four-legged, and on wing. So we think you'll find his story very interesting. Also, there's lots going on at Shangri-La, as we all know. Much has happened there in the last few years, in their introduction of their gallery of homes that backs up to the beautiful golf course that's now in place there. We think you'll find of interest as well. Also, we'll feature some information on the ongoing saga of what the lake is doing. Obviously, we've had rain, and the lake is coming up, but the forecasted crest is 746.07. which by high water standards really is not that much. So don't let that hold you back. Come on down. It's going to be a great weekend on Grand Lake. Also, last weekend, we'll look back a little bit as the barbecue festival was held in Lang Lake, which is sponsored by the South Grand Lake Lions Club, and the champion is crowned. And there's a very lengthy and informative article about the competitors, the classes, and how that all took place. And on top of that, we've got our pictorial boat listings, calendar of events, and all the exciting information you need to know to have a great Grand Lake weekend. But I'd be remiss if I didn't encourage you to take a moment to reflect on the reason for Memorial Day and all those that have laid their lives down to ensure our way of life and let us enjoy these types of holiday weekends. And also, lastly but certainly not least, is we'd like to encourage you to employ safe boating practices, and wherever you go, let's make this a weekend to remember for all the right reasons. And as I like to say, we'll see you around the pond.